up once you are done setting up the live stream. Okay, so we are live now. And a very good afternoon, everyone. After 36 long hours of continuous programming, intense brainstorming, and sleepless nights, we are finally here with the top 10 teams. Before we begin with the final presentation of the finalists, I would like to congratulate each and every participant that had joined us this year for taking on the challenge and working hard to complete it. The motive of SheHacks has always been to provide a platform to all the participants where they can learn and advance in their journey of development. With over 1,400 registrations, conducting an online hackathon seemed pretty difficult. However, with the cooperation of all the participants and the active support of our partners, Team SheHacks was able to pull off their first ever online hackathon successfully. Apart from the invaluable experience and the countless opportunities, every year, to further encourage students, we have offered huge prizes to keep them motivated throughout the 36-hour-long brain-twisting hackathon. This year too, we have a long list of prizes. The team securing the first position would be rewarded with a cash prize of rupees 20,000. The team that stands second would be rewarded with a cash prize of rupees 15,000. The team that lands up at the third position would be rewarded with a cash prize of rupees 10,000. Apart from this, we even have a prize for the best team completely made of first-year students. They would be rewarded with a cash prize of rupees 5,000. Besides, we would like to extend our gratitude to our sponsors for helping us conducting a hackathon completely online. We are extremely honored to have associated with Circle CI, Near Protocol, Elastic, and Justpay, and would like to thank them once again for all the support they have provided us with. Next, we have some sponsored prizes to encourage the female development community and motivate them to start their careers in the field of technology. First up, we have prizes from the Near Protocol team. I would like to request Danny to explain a bit about them.
Hello, everyone. This is Danny. We also have Dorian here. We're both from the developer relations team at Near Protocol, and we're very honored and excited to be supporting female developers and these kind of initiatives. And we would like to congratulate SheHacks for being a pioneer in the space and in putting together these massive female led and driven events. I personally have been working in the tech industry for almost 15 years now, and almost always in teams full of men. So working very hard with teams such as yours to help change the balance and bring more women into the space. So with that purpose, we are working on an area of innovation, which is the blockchain and crypto space. That is where Near Protocol takes place. It is a next-gen blockchain protocol, and that is very new. So the protocol itself has been in development for about 3 years, but it was only launched a little over 4 months ago. And I come from the sort of more original, earlier stage of the blockchain space. I used to work for one of the co-founders of a platform called Ethereum, and then last year moved into the space for Near Protocol. And what really makes us unique is a focus on usability, on the design for the UI and the UX that we enable for people and applications that build on top of Near Protocol, because we think that blockchain technology should be a tool to enable a more accessible, equal, and democratic approach to this kind of technology, and that the products that you build should be built for people, for humans, and they should be easy to use, and they should feel magical, and it should open new possibilities and new frontiers. We have offered several prizes for this hackathon. We thank all of you for attending the Build on Near workshops with Sharif and with Matt, who are some of our top engineers and educators. And we are offering 3 prizes, each of rupees 20,000 for each of the top 3 teams that submit any sort of cool application or developer tool that's built on here. You also will have received an email at the beginning of this hackathon with some resources and ideas. And there's a form that you can fill out there if you're interested in learning more about future projects we might work on as well and related to that. And you're always just welcome to shoot us an email and say hi. So again, we're really excited and happy to support you, and good luck and congratulations to everyone. And we're excited to see the finalists.
Thank you so much, Danny. Next, we have a set of prizes from the MLH team. Now, I'd like to request Manya Agarwal to give a brief introduction about them too.
Hi everybody, really happy to be at this, gender diversity oriented hackathon. I've attended several of them as a hacker. This is the first one where I'm representing MLH, and I was super pumped to see all the participation that we had from so many female hackers all over the country working on these amazing projects. Really excited to be there. MLH is, thanks to our sponsors and partners, we're able to sponsor 3 prizes. One for the best domain name register on GoDaddy registry, second being the best hardware hack. I was actually looking forward to the hacks here in this hackathon, and they were pretty impressive. And third, we have basically what we do, draw an AutoCAD, win an AutoCAD by GitHub. So saw some really cool drawings of AutoCAD, and we'll be giving a prize away to one of the most creative ones. So excited to be here.
Thank you so much, Manya. Apart from Near Protocol and MLH, we have a different set of prizes too. First, we have a prize from Tezos. Tezos is an open source platform for assets and applications backed by a global community of validators, researchers, and builders. A cash prize worth rupees 20,000 would be given to the best team making their D app on Tezos. Up next, we have a prize from Portis. Portis is a platform designed to make decentralized applications accessible to mainstream users. A cash prize worth rupees 15,000 would be given to our best team making their D app on Portis. Our next partner is Wolfram. Wolfram Research is an American multinational company that creates computational technology. Wolfram is offering Wolfram Alpha Pro subscription worth $345 to the top 10 teams. Up next, we have a couple of prizes from Matic. Matic Network is a blockchain scalability platform that provides secure, scalable, and instant transactions. The best team to prepare their DApp on Ethereum would be rewarded with a cash prize of rupees 10,000. Apart from this, the best team to make their product using Ethereum and Matic would stand a chance to be eligible for an internship or full-time role interviews of Matic, in addition to being rewarded with a cash prize of rupees 15,000. Next, we have a prize from Sketch. Sketch is a vector graphics editor for macOS used for user interface and user experience design of websites and mobile apps. Sketch has offered the best team with a design set of free licenses. Lastly, we have with us DigitalOcean. DigitalOcean provides developers with cloud services that help to deploy and scale applications that run simultaneously on multiple computers. DigitalOcean has been generous enough to offer the top 5 teams DO credits worth $250, and every participant would receive DO credits worth $100. Now, let's move on to the presentation of our finalists. After being evaluated by a skilled board of members, we have with us the top 10 teams. These teams would be evaluated by our extremely talented board of judges. First off, we have with us Professor Ranjana Vyas, faculty member at IIITA. She is an active supporter of female student participation in the development community and has been leading the entrepreneurship and innovation cell at IIIT. Next up, we have Danny Osorio and Dorian Kutcher from the NEAR protocol team. We also have with us Manya Agarwal from the MLH team. We also have Ms. Ananya Mohanty, lead organizer, SheHacks. So I'd like to request the first team, the Quins, to present their presentation of the project. So Aditi, could you start your presentation, please?
Yeah, so is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Great. So I'll be starting. So, according to the stats, there are about 88 rape cases that happen each day, which is a shocking number. Women harassment has been prevalent in the society over the years. So, we came up with an idea that would not only provide women safety, but also provide them justice that they deserve. So, moving on. Sorry. So, we present to you a safety device which has a taser for protection, a hidden camera device to incriminate offenders, an app to send SOS texts and current location, and a central server with the police to track multiple users' location. Now, I'll request Shivani to explain the working model of the project.
Right, so our hardware has two basic components. One of them is the neck piece and the other one is the taser. So first, the neck piece is being demonstrated here. We've just seen our Arduino code, and this, one second. Yeah, let's begin again. This is Arduino code. This is the app that we've used for this project. And here is our hardware. Now, before I explain the hardware, let's just show you the circuit diagram of this entire setup. So that's it. Regarding our hardware, we can operate the entire setup with a 9-volt battery, but for demonstration purposes, I've just connected it to my PC. That is an Arduino Nano, which is our microcontroller. This is our camera module, OV7670, and positioned in front of it is our dummy of which we are taking images. So let's just orient the camera module properly. Right. So along with that, we also have an SD card breakout board, which has an SD card in it, and our Bluetooth module HC05. So now we are connecting the Bluetooth module, and the light has started blinking, which implies that it's looking for a pairing. So we are pairing it up with the app now. Right. So our project was such that we had a trigger mechanism, basically 3 taps on a button. But since we didn't have a button, I have just connected it to a pin on the Arduino Nano, and I'll be toggling that pin 3 times to achieve the same effect. Right. So after a certain time delay, this should send a message via serial communication to our app, which will send our SOS messages. Yeah, that's it. It's been sent. So we can expect a message at any time now. There it is. So as we can see, my name, my location coordinates, and the fact that I'm in danger is conveyed to the emergency contacts. So meanwhile, our camera module has been taking images. Now, since we've left it stationary, it'll generate the same image over and over. So let's just see what images have been generated over here. We've generated the images in bitmap format, and we've generated 8 images at a gap of 2 seconds each. That is, of course, programmable. So let me just open the SD card and show the images to you. Just a sec. Yeah, so there you see that 8 images have been generated. So let's just have a look at the images. Right, so that's 1.bmp, 2.bmp, 3.bmp, and right up to 8.bmp. So this is the working of our hardware. We also have a website which can be shared with, say, police stations, so that they can track the live locations of all users at a time and dispatch help as and when required. So here there will be only my live location. Yeah, if we zoom in, it zooms in accurately to my location. So this is the working of the neck piece. So I'll just show you a prototype of the same neck piece that we've designed in Fusion 360. Yeah, so this is the neck piece. There's a camera module, the push button which activates everything. There will be a PCB inside this which has the rest of the components, a button cell, and the SD card breakout board. So let me just show you the PCB that we've designed for this. Yeah, so this is a PCB and it has all our components in it. This is what will be going in the neck piece, and this is really optimizing both the size and cost of the device. Yeah, let's now move to the taser. This is the attacking component. So for demonstration purposes, I have used a boost converter, which is stepping up the voltage to around 400 kilovolts. So while this current demonstration is of a handheld taser, we have plans to eventually optimize the design and create a ring embedded in fingerless gloves. I'll be showing that to you shortly. Meanwhile, let's just see the demonstration of the taser. Right. So let's see the product prototype of the taser now. So like I said, the capacitor and the step-up converter is there at the back, and we are using knuckle gloves here. The tasing mechanism is embedded in the ring. So the taser will be entirely hands-free, and a push button is employed to deploy the taser mechanism. Right. So this is the entire working of our project.
Thank you so much for listening. So if you guys have other questions, that is our presentation.
If the judges have any other questions for the team, you can ask them now.
Sure. What is your expected device cost for all the pieces that you've put together?
Yeah, actually, we put all of it together, and we basically calculated the cost on the assumption that we are manufacturing 250 PCBs, like just this thing, and it comes to around 500 to 600 rupees, 560 to be exact, the entire cost of the entire thing. So it's quite cost efficient as well overall.
So that amounts to, I guess, 7.7 US dollars.
Oh, sorry. Right. Yeah, $7.7 US.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
wow.
I've mastered the conversions. I got it.
So so when they receive, so like when the necklace like takes the images of the of whoever they're being in danger from, like does it also get like sent to them to like their SOS contacts as well, or to their emergency contacts?
No, actually, we were planning to do that, but pushing the images on via Bluetooth serial communication was proving to be very difficult and time consuming. So for now, we are just going to store it in the SD card in the neck piece, which can be retrieved later. But we do have eventual plans to be able to push it to some kind of cloud device or something.
Okay. So are there any other questions?
Yeah, one query I have is that as you said that it will be cost effective, isn't it? So the components which we are using, the battery and all. So what will be, how will it will be chargeable, or it will be how we'll recharge it or something? And the two questions mainly I have. And the second question is that uh, is this you will total it will be in a form of a chain, or it will be only some pendant sort of thing that and uh, it will be connected to my app. I have to install the app as well. What exactly you are planning for that?
Yes, ma'am. So to answer your second question first, basically it will be in a pendant kind of a thing only. The CAD video that we showed, actually the camera module came out slightly bigger than it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be hidden actually. So the overall thing will look like an ordinary pendant, except it will have all the components inside it. And regarding the price structure, ma'am, we've calculated the prices of all the individual components, calculated the price for a PCB manufacturer, as I mentioned earlier, around 250 units. That's the price that will take to manufacture. If you step up the number of units that you manufacture, it will also reduce the net price. And regarding the app, ma'am, basically what the app does is it sends the SOS messages to your emergency contacts. The app is necessary, but the component where photographs are taken is independent. Again, the website is also connected to the app, so the app is a necessary component.
And ma'am, also answering the question about the battery, as we had shown you in the prototype, the battery is a rechargeable battery that will be present on the neck piece, which you can recharge again and again.
Okay, one last question, that is it that if I will wear this neck piece, automatically it will switch on, or I have to switch on it?
No, ma'am. Actually, what happens is, suppose someone is just walking down the street and you feel that someone's following you or you might be in potential danger. What we've done is there's a button on the neck, the pendant itself. You press it three times, so that, if it's accidentally pressed once, a false trigger should not be sent. So that's why it's three times. And once it is pressed three times, the entire mechanism is activated. And the taser operates separately. The taser again will have a button on the glove itself, and that can be pressed and operated separately.
Okay, fine. From my side, I have done it.
Okay, ma'am. And Manya, maybe, yeah, sorry to cut you off, Dorian. Were you saying something, Dorian?
Oh yeah, it's just one more question. For the glove piece, is there like a safety mechanism so like it doesn't like automatically fire off if I close my hand?
Yeah. No, actually, we'll be using sufficient insulating materials. Like, we weren't able to show it properly on the CAD video since we didn't have enough time. But our initial plan was to peel back each layer and show you. There'll be several layers in it, and each layer will be insulated separately to ensure that there is no accidental contact between any electric devices, and the user won't end up shocking themselves accidentally.
Or I guess I meant more like another button or something, like a way to turn on and off the glove before you.
Do you want us to show the video again? We had a button here actually.
Yeah,
there is a
you
button.
can present again if you wish to. That's not an issue.
Yeah, Aditi?
Oh no, you're good. I was just no.
I think he was saying that like the button activates the taser, but he was asking about whether you turn it on and off so that you know that it's
Right. So it's again a push button. As long as you're pressing it, the taser is whatever deploying, and the moment you release it, it stops. Is that what you asking?
Close. It was more like just in case so if someone like accidentally closes their hand and like they hit the button and they don't like mean to.
Yeah, actually the placement of the button is slightly off here. We were planning to place it at the end of the index finger here. So to minimize the accidental pressing thing. So basically when you just press down on your index finger, that's when the button will get pressed. We kind of shifted it a bit here accidentally. So yeah, that's that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, do you just want me to switch on my camera and show you exactly where the button will be?
Dorian, you're on mute. Yeah.
Sorry. No, it's okay. I think I understand the mechanism of the flow.
All right, sure.
Yeah. And Manya, maybe you would like to ask something?
No questions on my end. Thank you.
Okay. So I guess we are done with the presentation of the first team, and
One thing, Shaurya,
yes,
one
sure,
thing, is it they are presenting two products, because in between the voice was not audible to me. So is it that they are presenting two products or only neck piece? One is neck.
There are two parts of the project. There is a neck piece and there is a taser. So neck piece is for defense, and then the taser is for attacking.
Okay. So is it not they are if I have to wear the neck piece, then I have to have a taser also?
No. They are completely independent. They're not dependent on each other.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe we are done with the presentation of the first team, and we can therefore move on to the second team. So I'd like to invite the team Code Vikings to take over the virtual stage and begin the presentation. Code Vikings, are you here with us? Coding Vikings team number. Yeah, okay. So you can begin your presentation.
There is actually a small network issue, but just presented.
Okay, sure. I hope all of your teammates are connected in the Google Meet.
One has a network issue, so she will join as soon as it is resolved.
Yeah, okay, cool, no issues. I'd like to request the judges to keep note of the projects that you evaluate, and then we'll calculate the results at the very end of the presentation.
Sorry for the delay, I just presented.
Okay, sure.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, you're audible. You can continue.
Okay. Can you all see the screen?
Yes, it's visible.
So we are team 73. First of all, sorry for being late. One of our members had some issues. But our project, the name of our application is Atmaniti. And the basic idea that we had was to give women in India a platform where they can have some they can maybe apply for jobs, or they can sell their products, like any way in which they can become financially independent. So that's also why we gave the application this name. Atma means Maya, Niti means plan, so making women swavlambi. So this is a platform for women who are always on the lookout for an opportunity to change for the better. So why do we need Atmaniti? There are obviously some issues with women in India. Sorry?
As the picture is saying itself, that what cases are there, what social issues are there in our societies, we can, from the picture only we can see. And why these are there, these are due to because the housewives or the women in rural areas are not employed, so they are not given that decision making power, they are not considered that efficient to make decisions or even participate in doing some major work in the house. and they are not treated equally. Like you can see in the pictures, there is also domestic violence. So this is due to these conditions that they are not financially stable, so they are underestimated. Snehal slide. So how Atmaniti is going to change this whole condition? It will provide power to choose happiness for being financially stable, and they don't need to depend on someone else. They can handle life's emergencies like divorce or if someone went off, taking the pressure of your husband or spouse. And the most important thing is the respect in the house and society, and also the equality in house when it comes for decision making. So what is Atmaniti? So currently, Atmaniti is a web platform where women can find a way to become financially independent by bringing their skills to the open market provided here. So we focus on both the skilled and unskilled, literate and illiterate women. So there are many housewives who knows to make different things like woolen clothes, then woolen decoratives, cakes and cookies. They just do for home stuff, and they have brought them in this lockdown period, or we can say in the past years, they brought it in their society. Means the people who they know, they have brought that up to them only, but not in a broader sense. So this is a platform where they can place those goods. Snehal?
Uh, I'm changing the slides. Hello.
Sir, audible. We can see that the slides are changing. One of you could just explain what's there on the
Snehal? So let's explore the so there is a home page at the first, and there is basically the sign up and sign in facility, and you can then enter into the job portal. Sliding.
So here we basically have the jobs page. So you can find a job, or you can even apply for a job. I mean, you can add in your job. We have a form for that. This is the list of the jobs that people will put up on our website. This is what it would look like. We would have a details of button and then apply button. And this is the form for a new job vacancy. Then we also have a very similar facility for businesses. So for women who want to add their business to Atmaniti, they can do this. They can do that on our website. And again, we have these cards that display all the businesses that people have put up on the website. And we've also added the rating functionality here. So people who avail these services can then rate them so that other users can see if they would want to avail these services or not. Then we again have a form for the businesses. And we also put up a facility for buying and selling products. So for women who want to sell their own products that they maybe make at home, or maybe they have a small business that they want to expand, they can put up their products on our website, and they can
Or the small group.
Yeah, and they can also buy products from other women. Again, we add the cards and the rating functionality here. And this is the form for a new product. Then we have an events and programs page. So the idea behind this was to give people who come to our website, women who come to our website, the information about the various maybe government or even private organization programs that exist to help women or to empower them, or any like hiring event, anything that can help women. So we have two sections. one is for programs. So all the government programs that are available will put up their information here. And then the events. And then we put up a gallery that of all the programs that are available. Then we have a contact us page that people can reach out to us from through email. This is what, I mean, this is the function.
Here we have used a NodeMailer API.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to give any feedback or they want to send any message, so that can be sent on the mail. And let me start the website. So this is our Atmanity's website, and it has many functionalities. We'll discuss one by one. So I'll scroll.
This is basically
Is a find job and sell products option. Then later you can see all the Atmanity's users.
yeah. We have a carousel and some testimonials. So you can basically go to the.
Snail sign from some.
So I'd already registered to the website. So I get my profile page here. I mean, I can click on it and it would lead me to my profile. Anyway, so we have a home page, and then we have an events and programs page that we talked about. We have the programs, that this is a government program and since when it started, and a little description about it. And the same for events. Then we have a gallery in the bottom.
So here a user gets two options, either to buy products or sell products. So one can display their cards, whatever products they make at home, like this. And there is a rating system also. One can give rating, one can buy, can add to cart, and that number increases. But still, we haven't made it like a shopping website application one. We provide all these dynamically. If you want to sell a product, we need to log in, then going to get the information needed.
This is just to show, I mean, I have permission, but. We also have the businesses page with all the cards for different businesses and ratings. And again, we can add a new service into the system.
Some services I do.
This is our contact us page, where you can contact us from an email. And we already talked about the profile page, so you can see all of the information about yourself.
So what if you order someone order on the products, if someone orders the cards,
And we also put.
For now, we have mail. We can send or to email also. We can accept those. Yeah.
We also put up an option for translations for this page, since maybe some women who want to access this website or want to use the services that we provide, they may not understand English. So we put up that, but we have to implement it yet. We haven't implemented it yet. You can also see all of the users registered in the website. Mm.
I guess then we can move on to the Q&A session. So if any of the judges have any questions for the team, you can put them forward.
Yeah, I would like to ask two things about this. One, I am wondering that why you are going with this website instead of app, because today everyone has an mobile smartphones. So why I have not thought about this
Yeah.
as an app? Okay.
Ma'am, that, yeah.
That sort of an app, but
Yeah, I'm not able to hear
so we
you.
did the test. There is hello. Am I-
Oh, your voice. Others are able to hear. I am not able to hear.
I'm
No,
having a hard
actually.
time.
So one of the other teammates could answer probably.
Yeah. So, ma'am, we actually did think of maybe expanding this website and also making it available in the form of a mobile application. But since this was a tech stack that we were most comfortable with, so we built a web application. But of course, if it would be made into a mobile application, it would be more accessible.
Yeah,
We'll be
and
trying.
this. Yeah. Anyone, your group mate has to add something here, because see, website is only strict to the people who are using computers or okay. That was my first thing. That's why I asked you why you have not thought about the app today. And the second
And
part,
ma'am,
yes, yes, Rishika.
this website has is responsive to sizing, so it will also open on mobile phones. But yes, Android apps will be more accessible. So we are planning to make an app of the same in future.
Okay,
Currently,
and
this website can also be opened on mobile.
Snehal, please make it in the mobile view. Just make it minimized. We have made it mobile responsive. We know that it
Yes.
is not friendly for other users, the rural women's. If we extend it to an app, it will be a better one.
okay. The second part is that when Amazon is already providing this Amazon, I think you might be knowing, having a big, huge platform where we can connect, we can sell, we can. There are so many options. What is unique in your this website, or what unique things you are giving?
Ma'am, unique thing is that here all Indian women will come together and they can form a big chain, that a big connection of the things. And in that platform,
And generally, the platforms are either for rural women or for urban. Like they can either look for jobs or sell homemade products. But here we can do both the things simultaneously. There is also a page for business where rural women can sell their homemade products, various things that they make by hand. And urban women can look for jobs uh, matching their qualifications. And they
I
can
know,
also look to hire other people.
So one more thing I want to ask you, that how I, as a layman, suppose I am staying in the village, how you will make us know about this Atmaniti?
ma'am, basically
Like
this
we
can
can
be considered as a prototype which can be adopted by any NGO or by government of India. Like that is a great plan. This idea is a great platform to provide a great platform for all the women in India, where they can come together and do these stuffs. So we can make awareness programs, or if any NGO, like in the villages there are like awareness programs such as sanitary pads programs awareness. Then there are many lots of such. So we can just make this as one of this program, and under that these women can come together. We have shown in the gallery also that if a one woman from the village also know this, then they can form a group like a Gruha Udyog or something like that. They can run apps, and nowadays many women are familiar to using apps, to use apps. So if we switch to apps, this is basically a prototype, a simple one for hackathon we built. But if we expand this idea on an app, then certainly this will help to all.
I have a few questions as well. What sorts of businesses are you targeting to post on this application or on this web app?
Businesses like the women's make, okay, so the basic thing as that is that the women's make rotis and all. So there is a business kind of means in my place also there is in my in front of my house there is a place where they make daily rotis, you know, that chapati and all. So they make that and they sell in bundles, means there 2-3 women come there and they make those. And so the basically in this only my place only it is aware of that service they provide. So if we place on such platform, then many people can view it. Like this is going to be all over India. So if I am living in Aurangabad, so some people in Pune also, they can also view that. So they can expand their business via such. Now in lockdown period, some mothers have started making cakes and cookies, and they have now done so professionally that they are giving orders to near their the friends and all in the society what they know. But it's not in a, they cannot expand it. So they can place their business cards there, and when one searches there, if I want a cake, I can search there. And then if I want, I can search there while applying the location feature, and then I can find those cards there.
Okay. And as your app currently stands, does it have like a landing page for the like the users that actually want to post their products? Like is that currently built or implemented?
Sorry, means you want to say that are we putting it dynamically or it is statically?
No, I'm sorry. Do you guys have like a profile page or a landing page for the ones that are selling the products, like the sellers? Like, do they have like if I see like a item I like and I want to see what else they have, do they have a landing page currently in this application?
We have a separate businesses page, but we haven't like connected a certain maybe product to a certain user yet.
Okay.
I think that is what you're asking, that if we select a product, then we should be able to go to the user's profile and see what else they have.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool. Like just like add like more awareness to them.
This is what we built in a 2-day period though.
Okay. And then is it I'm sorry, I think you have answered this part already. So is it like so for the jobs page, is like geared towards like a specific job field, just like any job field, anybody like wants to create their own business, any local thing?
It can
like,
be any job. Yeah, it can be anyone. Like for housemaid also, one can put there. A receptionist needed in nearby office, or a event manager somewhere needed. Just it's a women community, so one can place whatever jobs they know are there. They know one can put there.
Very cool. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, so does any of the other judge have any questions for them? Okay, I guess there are no other questions. So let's move on to the next team. The next team we have with us is Girls version 2.0. So if you guys are connected with us, probably you're able to hear us and you can start your presentation, please.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah.
So you can start your presentation then.
Yeah, just sharing my screen.
Okay.
Let me know when it's visible.
Yeah, your screen is visible.
So, hello everyone. This is the team Girls version 2.0, and with the motive, teach me I forget, or tell me I forget, teach me I may remember, involve me I learn. We have built a platform named Girls Edu, where we solve the various educational problem that we face during the COVID-19. So what COVID-19 does to us student is force us to rely on this video system to learn any new skill, or to learn any new skill, to acquire any knowledge. So what we let's so these video system are basically has so many problems that nobody other bothers us. So what are the problems? Let's see into it. First thing is this online teaching method is very boring, as you don't have interactivity between you and your instructor. And the second thing is the data consumption. Like most of us are very concerned about the data we use daily for our teaching and for our learning. And the third thing is a journalized timeline, like the timeline which is provided by these platform to complete any module or to complete any task is journalized for all. But what I have tried to make is what I have tried to make is a timeline which is made according to your pace of learning, so that you don't lose motivation and you continue your learning. And the fourth is the main point is like peer group learning. As we all know that group studies or learning in a pair help us to grow and learn more, and it is often said that pair programming leads you to great learning or a great success. So this is basically what I have tried to solve using my platform. So let's see the demo of my platform with what I have made. So this is the platform. Basically now it is a website. Later I will be converting it into a web app. So here are the courses which will be given. So let's as an instructor, suppose I'm an instructor and I want to teach my student JavaScript and HTML CSS. So I land into this page. I have logged in as a creator. So I land into this page and follows this instruction which says record a video for using our platform, check a video if there is any conflict, and then again publish it too. So let's make a video for my student. So this is the editor currently, HTML CSS and JS editor. So I record a video for my student. It says, let me teach you the h1 tag for your website, which says girls version 2.0, right? Let me put some color into it, which says h1 to look it beautiful, like color, made it to blue. Yeah, so I will compile the code and see is it working. Yes, it's working. Now I stop the recording by clicking on this button. Now here the magic begins. I open the video player, which what my student going to see, and play the video. Now I play the video. Let me teach you the h1 tag for your website, which says girls version 2.0, right? So I pause the video here and I edit inside the video, which is like girls version 2.0 and SheHack 2021. I see the output by compiling my code. Yeah, it's working. So as you can see, I can show my creativity and enhance my learning by editing inside the video and then again resume it from where I have left it. Is it working? Yes, it's working. Now I stop the recording by clicking on this. Yeah, so yeah, it's again working from there, where I have left it. So this is all what I have made. Any questions, judges?
I have a few questions. So is this website optimized for is it for any sorts of learning, or is it just for programming and front-end development?
Actually, I'm trying to make it for any sort of learning, but currently it is for programming and coding stuff only. Like I want to make it for competitive programming also by adding the C++ compiler, but I due to time strain I cannot do that.
And is the interactive component like or is it like structured in some similar way to like Udemy or something, where like you have like a series of videos that you watch and do, where you essentially build a project by the end of the series of videos?
Yes, you will build a project by using this video, but in Udemy, what Udemy generally show you the video, only the video format in where you just copy the code, what instructor teaching you in your editor. So by this way, there are so many problems which occur, like there is a configuration difference between you and your instructor PC, and other thing is like these video lectures are very boring, which often leads us to leave the course unfinished.
Hmm. But like in this one, are you also like recording your video and like instructing your students to follow what you're doing?
Yeah.
Um, I was wondering like how I'm just wondering, trying to understand how it's different than the other one.
You want to see the code?
No, more so like so if I'm a student like coming to this website and
Yeah.
like watching, like I'm watching your recordings, right? As like a
Hmm.
like I'm following what you're programming, and like I'm kind of like following your steps on creating my own front end app by like.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering like is that's like the same thing? Is that the same thing as like Udemy?
No, it's not like the same thing in Udemy. Udemy don't provide you the peer, like there are so many different features than Udemy. Like Udemy don't provide you the peer learning. Udemy don't provide you the interactive video format which I show you currently, like editing inside the video and showing my creativity, and don't just merely copying the code. And Udemy don't have your personalized timeline also. So these are the totally different features from Udemy.
Oh, okay. So you so it's like the instructors are creating this content and then they're tailoring it to the students.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Are there any other questions for this team?
Here one thing I want to ask you: how you is that any how you will connect? Who will teach this course?
The instructor which have a
Who will be
knowledge
the
current.
instructor? How you will how what will be that somebody wants to connect? What will be the things required for this?
uh, like there are so many people who have a profession, who have a very good skill of anything and want to teach, so they either choose this YouTube or any other educational platform like Udemy, Coursera. So those teacher can use our platform and enhance and encourage our student to learn more, and those teacher can.
One, I have not satisfied. I have a doubt, Palak, that
Yes,
if
ma'am.
there are already so many platforms with different these things, and you might be knowing Geeks for Geeks is already there. It's very popular among. Why? What is the key point that I will go for your this product? Tell me.
Ma'am, so basically the key points for my product is, let me show you from PPT which I have made. This the key products are, first thing, the interactive video which I show you, like you can interact with this
Yes,
video
I
format,
would like
and
to
this
stop here. I would like to. It is already there in some of that e-learning websites, just like W3 Schools is also giving that. That is one of the example. But
um,
nowadays there are so many.
no, ma'am. Actually, W3 schools don't provide you the interactive learning on the video or the video format which I provide you. And the second thing is like low bandwidth, which I am talking about. Like we mostly spend lots of data on learning this thing, and but what my platform is like, what my platform is offering you, not the pixelate video. So the what I am offering is a JavaScript object. So which could be provided you in very low bandwidth, so people living in a remote area could also learn, and people living in anywhere in the world could learn where the internet is low. And the second thing is like in W3 school or Udemy, or you're talking about Coursera or any other platform, they don't provide you that buddy system, and I'm talking about those personalized timelines. So these are the things which I am making difference from them.
One important thing, as you told that, mm, how again I will ask you about the market. How it will reach to the market.
Ma'am, basically we advertise first our platform to all the educators to make courses, more and more courses, and then we advertise our platform to the students. So what I have currently made a business plan is like not making a course, not buying a single course, but buy a full subscription for the whole semester or for whole month. so that you can access any course in that subscription limit. So this is how the business model gonna work.
And what will be the you can say authentic part? Who
uh,
just I will say कि भाई जो तुम what you are teaching is very genuine or authentic, authentication of the subjects.
Ma'am, as those teachers are from very good, they have a skill, so they want to teach as their full potential, so that more people could see their courses and they could generate revenue according to their courses, or seeing the views of their courses. So basically they will give their best to get the revenue.
Okay, from my side then, Shaurya.
Okay, ma'am. So I guess we are done with the question sessions for this group. And let's move on to the next team. Firstly, I'd like to request all the judges to please maintain a score board for all the projects that you see. And next, I'd like to request all the participants to please refrain your presentations within 5 minutes. And then we'll have a question and answer round for about 5 minutes. Since it's very late in night for some of our judges, and we do not need to extend, we do not feel like extending the event unnecessarily. So I request the team Control Alt Elite to join the virtual stage and begin the presentation. Saloni and Vrinda Sharma, am I audible to you guys?
Yes, you are audible. We are just sharing our screen. Aradhya,
Yeah,
can you
sure.
please share your screen?
Okay. So your screen is visible. You can begin your presentation, and please try to restrict it within 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello everyone. I'm Anshika, and our team, Control Alt Elite, has created a finance manager application. So I think we all have come across such situation when we mess up with keeping our daily expenses. So can we move to the daily expenses? A little problem, but we tend to overlook these kind of problems. But we have a solution which provides you a way to manage your day-to-day expenses and keep a track of them in the most easier way and easier and effective way. So the objective of our the project is to allow user to create their expenses and view them quite intuitively on the various dashboards provided. So let's move to the next slide, and let me just list down few features which makes it quite user friendly and effective as well. First of all, it provides a great visualization of our daily expenses. It keeps a track and separates out the expenses and the amount which we are investing. Also, we can see that are we in loss or profit by seeing the number. If it's negative, then obviously we are in loss, and we should just manage our expenses well. Also, it displays various attributes like transaction history, net income, net expense, total balance, etc. Moving ahead, we have, as I said, it has a very intuitive graphical representation. Also, it is voice enabled, so it allows user to create the instances of our transactions with the voice commands, and the user can also filter out them according to the date. Especially for today, it would be shown separately, and the all over expenses would be shown separately as well. Coming to the tech stack, we have used React and HTML, CSS, Material UI, and JavaScript as the obvious choice to make it more attractive and effective as well. The target audience is, I think, everyone, because everyone wants to manage their expenses well. Also, since it is quite user-friendly and easier to use, anyone with little knowledge on how to use it can use it very effectively. Over to you, Aradhya and Vrinda, for the demo.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Vrinda, you're audible.
Okay, Aradhya, can you please share the screen?
Right, my screen. I'm presenting. Let me just play the video.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Vrinda Sharma from team number 67, Control Alt Delete, presenting you the final project for SheHacks 21, that is Finance Manager. This is a voice varies upon different categories via bar and pie charts in real time. Total balance will be shown and keep on changing dynamically. There will be
Raja, could you please increase the volume of your system so that it is audible to us as well?
most frequently used categories are shown. Date is populated with the current one and can be updated accordingly. The user can create various transactions or delete the transactions by clicking on the suitable button, that is create, or can give a voice input or voice command to do the same, hence making it more user friendly. So I'll let you know how the speech button is working. So basically you should see this panel. Okay.
Hello.
Hello everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aradhana. Actually,
as
there's a
you can see,
problem
the
here.
speech is
There's
changing.
a character tab, so we cannot hear the video.
How come you?
You have to share the tab in case of to to show a video. You have to share the tab instead of the. Okay, so should I play it from the starting?
No, it's fine. You can continue from where you left.
Okay.
Speech button is working. So basically you should see
Radha, could
this
you please
panel.
mute yourself
Okay.
because the voice is echoing.
Hello everyone. As you can see, the speech is changing. In the very same way, our transaction is also going to change. So let's try one. Okay. Add income for rupees 100 in category business for this Monday. See how it is working. Initially, our fields get populated from the speech, from the voice recognition, and the list is updated here. Accordingly, the graphs are also changed. The transactions will be listed out and deletion will also be reflected. The first two bar graphs represent the total income and expenses, as you can see here, which has been done by the user, obviously. Moving on and hovering on any of the bar charts, we can see the list of the labels, or we can see the name of the labels accordingly and with the prices. For example, if we are hovering on business, we are getting 300 rupees. So out of those 10779 rupees, 300 will be of business. And investments, we are having 260 rupees. For lottery, we are having 40. So initially we populated data, but now you can change it as well. The last two pie charts, respectively, the last two pie charts show the income and expense of the present day. For example, if you can see, let's try for expense this time. Expense category will be car. Amount will be 700 and date to current high, create. As you can see, the user can also click on the category palettes and can personalize their view according to their preferences, just like this. And on hovering, we are getting the rupees which we invested or which we have, which we are counting in the expense. So yeah, this is it. And yes, one more thing, the user can delete the transaction as well. For example, this charts are also changing. For example, this, then you can see that how pretty good it's changing dynamically. So yeah, we are done.
Okay, so we can move on to the Q&A session. If any of the judges have any questions for this team, you can ask them now.
I think only one. Are you able to modify previously inputted expenses or income?
Sorry, could you please repeat what you said?
I'm sorry. Are you able to modify past entries?
Actually, we are using the charts and we are using Rack, which allows us to reflect our changes in our application in real time. So using that, also we are maintaining the state of it using context API. So yeah, that way we are able to do that. Also, the previous expenses are being stored in our local storage of a browser. So if the user tries to use the application, after some time, so those will be retained and the data will be saved over there. So I hope that answers your question.
So, how is this different from existing finance management applications like Mint and other things? Is it just that it's specific to rupees? Is that the difference?
Uh, Actually, the thing is, it is quite easier to use it. Also, it does not have a lot of unnecessary features which a person might don't want to use. So a person can keep the track of their expenses very easily. Also, it is very user friendly to use. So anyone who are not very good with handling different applications, so they can also use it. So that was the main idea on making this application, and allowed the very important features to make it a very easy to handle, yet effective to allow everyone to use the application. That is one thing.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
One small question I want to ask you. This is it so that suppose I have spent 500 rupees in the morning and then I said 500 and then after at 4 o'clock again 200. So it will show me the total with speaking on the microphone or this mic only.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It will show you the all the transactions which you are going to make. You can even delete the previous ones as well. So yeah, if you give a voice input, so we just made it go more user friendly. So you can do it as well.
Okay.
As in with the as soon as we add the transaction or delete one, the changes are reflected. Even those can be seen at that moment only. They will be changing if a
What
user.
was the name of your this app? What is the name?
Finance manager. Finance manager.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to the next team. So the next team we have with us is SysCode. Mansi, if you can hear me, could you please start presenting your screen?
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, let me know when my screen is visible.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Once again, I'd request you to kindly refrain to the 5-minute rule, as it is taking too long to, end the session.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. So we are Team SysCode, and the product that we have come up with is SHE, which stands for Sanitation and Hygiene. Exact. So what does it actually mean? We live in a country like India where people shy away from even talking about menstruation. Menstruation is such a stereotypical concept, like people don't even want to talk about it. So who would even bother to care and think about the women in rural areas who are facing so much problems due to improper sanitation and hygiene habits? They don't have access to the expensive menstruation products. So we have come up here with a platform which brings together people who are willing to help those women by donating these products to the volunteers, and those volunteers can collect those products from the donors and then distribute them to the women who are actually in need of them. So we have developed a Flutter app as well as a website for the better reach of our app. So we have come up here with a platform that provides an interface to help those women who need access to those menstrual hygiene products. And we all know that this is the basic necessity that every woman needs in her life. And in a country like India, it's like these stats are really saddening that most of the women don't even have never even used those products. So the basic motto that we have come up with is alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. So we know that there is around 662 million of the population of females in India, and out of this whole population, there are around 336 million menstruating women. And what's even the worst fact is that about 121 million women only use sanitary products, and about 64% women, they don't use sanitary napkins or any such products. So you can imagine like what's the condition in our nation. So we have come up here with this platform which can help to provide access for those women to these products. So we have come up here with this app, that is She app, and we have also developed a website for it. I would like to show up the video for this.
Uh, Hello everyone, this is Mansi, and here goes our application. She. It is really easy to use and user friendly and cost efficient as well. So as soon as we start the application, it comes up with a login screen, and if you're a new user, then you would definitely like to register into our community, and hence we go and register ourselves on the registration page, where we take the basic details of the user, and then after successful registration and authentication of that user, the user is directly redirected to the login page, where the email through which they have authenticated their usership and the password that they have used, they log in with the help of that. And as soon as you log in, you land up to the home page of our application, where we have um, two buttons, that is the volunteers list and the donors list. In the volunteers list, as you can see, we have enlisted all the volunteers who have registered into the She community with the tag of volunteers. Their location as well as a message icon along with them is displayed. As soon as you click on the message icon, you can directly have a one-to-one chat with that particular volunteer, and it makes it far easier to contact and discuss along with them. It is the same in case of donors. Here also you can chat with them and discuss all the necessary things that you would want if you are having any campaign or any kind of meetup, or you're trying to organize an event. Next, after this, we have a side menu which has some basic features of our application, like the About page, where we basically talk about the main aim of our app. Then next, we have the profile section, where we have all the necessary details that we have taken of the user while registration. And next, I would like Mansi to continue.
Next we have a our reach our reach section. It is basically that we show the donors and volunteers who are registered, that which are rural places like are affected, and where you can go and help them. So we like pinpoint the positions, and they can easily like see the places, and they can help them. Next we have the campaigns page. In campaigns page, like many NGOs are willing to do these things. So like they can upload their upcoming campaigns or such camps where many rural women will come. So the donors and volunteers who are registered, they can easily get this information, and they can directly go to these camps and they can donate there. So we have this feature also. Next, we have a chatbot section. In chatbot, like it's like a help bot. Like many, the first donors and volunteers, those who register for the first time, they will have many queries. So we have prepared a bot. Like it will answer most of their queries, and they can easily ask that what the process, how would be the process. So like they would get to know from our bot.
All right, so this was the demo of our application. Now I would like to hand over to Shelly.
Hello everyone. I'll share my screen. 1 second. Hi, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so hello everyone. This is our She website. So basically, the reason why we decided to go with the website is to ensure a better reach and a widespread awareness of our app, because this is such an important topic that it really needs to be spread. One of the most devastating
facts I heard was that 74% of the girls who actually do go to school in India, 23% of them drop out just because of the onset of menstruation, because they have period poverty in their homes, and going outside with such bad sanitary habits might compromise their health. So this is clearly not okay. So we have to come up with something that helps them out, makes a difference. Okay, so this is our download button, which will redirect us to the APK file where we can download the app. This website works on our phones too. And here we have a website to tell our users about what She app exactly does. Here we have a cute little robot, which is our chatbot, which will help us with browsing through the website. I'll show you a demo. I'll just click how to use, and it'll redirect me to the how to use page of the app. Yes. So here, these are the simple steps, which this app is so easy to use. Our main motto behind this was that make it so easy for the user that they want to help out, and there's nothing stopping them from helping out. Yeah. So here we have our separate pages, our upcoming campaigns, which shows the user where, when, how, and we have our past campaigns, and it's a really user-friendly application all in all. This is another one of our features, medical support. So as we said, that because of poor menstrual hygiene habits in rural areas, many women get infections and diseases which they are too poor to afford proper healthcare for. So doctors or medical practitioners would who are willing to help those people out can register themselves as a volunteer and get in touch with other volunteers who are in touch with the rural people who are in need of their help. So this is how we can get medical support easily to the people in the rural areas and get a better future for the women and the country. So this is our contact page where we have our FAQs, and we have a page like a mailing, like any NGO which wants to converse with us that they want to hold a campaign or something, and then they can fill out this form, and I'll get the mail on my email ID. So that's pretty much it, and hope that's enough.
Yeah, great. So are there any other questions for this team, judges?
Only, but just I want to ask how you will reach to the people if they require, and it can be different parts of the country. How
Yes,
you will
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So how we got the inspiration for this app was that we are ourselves part of an NGO which are in touch with the rural people around Bhopal. We are from Bhopal, so we are in touch. Our NGO is in touch with the rural people around us who according to some interviews, the conditions there are pretty horrible, and we'd like to make a difference. And we know that most of India is rural, and most of the people here will be suffering with the same problems. So I think it'll be really easy to spread the website and hence download the app and help out.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so are there any other questions for this team? I guess there are no other questions. So let's move on to the next team. I cannot see any response from the team Learnovators. If you're here in the meet, you can unmute yourself and start your presentation. Team Learnovators, are you here with us? I don't think they're connected to the meet yet. Apart from them, is there team number 073 here? Team number 073.
Sorry, isn't that the team that presented the second project?
Okay, so there might have been some confusion.
Atmaniti.
Okay, so that's Atman. Uh, we'll just resume back once team number 038 or learnovators join us. So I request you all to stay connected. And all the judges, please keep a track of all the points that you score.
Sorry,
Ah.
is it how many are left still?
Ma'am, there are about 4 to 5 teams more. We had selected the top 10 and then it was upon the judges to finalize the top 3.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So one more person has joined the meet. Are you from the team Learnovators?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So you can start your presentation.
Yeah, sir.
Sure, thank you. And please do not exceed the time limit of 5 minutes because then we'll move on to the Q&A session as well.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Lokita and my co-partners are Kokila and Indumita. We are from Banariam Institute of Technology. Our project is creating an application to adopt pets. Our project title is Passive Pets. This title makes you to search your pets, right? Okay, let's move on to the description of our project. Before describing our project, let me tell you how this idea came upon our mind. Nowadays, people are busy with their works. To make them comfort with their work, they are shifting to apartment culture. So now, mostly people like to raise pets, but in apartment culture, they are not allowed to raise pets. If you are an animal lover and you are living in an apartment, how you can raise your pets? What may be the solution for it? On the other hand, there are many helpless dogs we can see over the street in our day to day life. And there are many NGOs to save those dogs' life, but they are lagging financially to grow these dogs because they are dependent upon donations and funds. Our project is aimed at solving these problems. The description of the solution for these problems will be given by Indumita.
What is the solution for this problem? The solution is virtual communication between pets and the owners. We have created an application so that you could spend money and adopt the pet available in our app. This makes a virtual connection between the pets and their owners. You can come and see your pet anytime. The features of our app are: it requires Google authentication, that is simple to use. You will be updated with each and every activity of your pet through photos and videos such as feeding and etc. You can post any pictures of homeless animals that you see in the street so that the NGO could take over those animals.
Let me see the small demo of our application, and I just with the help of Google authentication, I'm going to log into our application. So if it is on home page of our application, for the demo purpose, we have added 2 dogs and 1 cat and a bird. If I like to pet this cat called Chloe, I just ping it into it, and it will show that it is 5 years old female dog with ragdoll family, and it is located in Calcutta, India. If I like to pet it for a lifetime, I just enter into a lifetime and start petting. It will pop up a message called successfully petified, and after that and just enter into the profile. I just see the petting history of myself, and it is connected with the Google authentication. So the Google images and the Google username have been taken here as the username and avatar photos. And let me discuss the other features of our application. So this is called ad post. If I see an animal in some area and it was actually hurted, so I just send a message called health cat or dog, and I just ping the address of that area and put ad. So it will be posted here. These are the other posts that are actually done here. And the other feature of this application are photos and videos. This part of work is directly admired by NGOs. The photos of the animals that we have identified in the videos, actually the live videos have been taken here with the help of a periodical purpose, like while eating of the dog daily morning routine and evening. So this is a small beginning step. In future, we have added some extra things like trees also. We all know we are like trees, but we can't able to grow it because we don't know what we have to do, and we didn't have that much of a time. But we just have a money, so we can able to take in money and adopt a tree, and we can able to provide all the necessary things like urea and some more things. So we hope this may create some impact in our society and happy petify. Thank you
Actually,
so much
one
for
sec,
the
stop,
opportunity
stop.
to us.
Sorry to interrupt. This is the project that we created for Hackmode 2.0. That this is the first prize of Hackmode 2.0. Organizers, can you please check? Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry, what were you saying?
This project we created in Hackmode 2.0. Annie helped this project. This is the
So,
same project. This is the same project that we created for Hackmode 2.0, another hackathon organized in their folio.
you're a team member of the team Learnovators, is it?
No, no. So I'm from Girls version 2.0. So my team. But when I'm seeing this project that it is created in Hackmode 2.0,
Okay, so
that I
you're
this
claiming that
project
this particular
yeah
project
is
belonged to
copied.
you and it has been copied.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is the project that we created, and it is first prize on that. You can check on the dev.
Hi, Divya. Can you just share the link to your project?
Yeah, I
And
will
I
post in my
request, yeah,
folio.
can you just share the link? I'll just send you my email address to share it over there. And
Yeah, I will share in the comment box here itself.
yeah, that works. That works well. And
Okay.
team innovators, is this true? And is the team here with us right now?
uh, yes, Intumita Kokila, you can unmute yourself. Okay, so they're not saying anything. Ma'am, let's just keep
Keep
this
this
team
team, yeah, yeah, keep
on
this team
hold.
on standby. Let us just verify the
Yeah,
claims. Yeah.
and then we'll move on with it. But the judges, you can still score them on the basis of their presentation, and then we'll see if what all claims Divya has made it comes out to be true. We'll let you know, and then maybe you, if you wish, we can conduct a Q&A session as well. So we'll move on to the next team. The next team we have with us is AR Clan. AR Clan, are you connected with us?
Yes, both of us are here.
Okay, so you can start presenting your screen. And once again, I'll like to repeat, please keep your presentation within the limits of 5 minutes because we'll have a Q&A at the end as well.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. So I guess my screen is visible now.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So very good evening, everyone. My teammate and I, Khushbu and Arshita, we are Today we are presenting the idea uh, House Transylvania, and it is in the theme of fun and entertainment. On this deck, we are going to cover solution, an app demonstration, tech stack used, and the business model superposed. The problem statement that we wanted to target was, as we were 24 hours 7 for entire year under a lockdown, we were confined to our homes. We lost the desire to explore and do fun activities outside, maybe go on an adventure, explore a scary house. So, due to which we are becoming increasingly lethargic and lazy. This has indirectly or directly has caused to elevated level of stress and frequent angered outbursts amongst ourselves, feeling lonely, and it has also led to no physical activity. Therefore, we propose a solution that is
That is an AR-based app for immersive experience. So it's an AR-based 3D puzzle game. It has mind-blowing puzzles and 3D visualization for mental and physical activity. So it is revolving around a building, and you need to solve puzzles as mentioned at the top. And it is basically, you can say, mind activities. So you need to think about it and then solve the puzzles. So it's a fun and at the same time a much needed relief from your monotonous and mundane tasks for every day. It is app for gamers and non-gamers alike. That means that it is not something that you need a PC or a console to play it. It's just as friendly as it says. It can be done on any Android device, and you can just download it from Play Store. When if we launch it, then you can play it. So next slide, we can have the demo of this game. So
this is a YouTube video.
yeah. So firstly, we'll detect the plane. We'll be doing the plane detection, and then on tapping on the detected surface, this building gets launched. So this is a haunted building. There's a Dracula trapped inside. We can say that's the story we built around it. And at the top of it, we are having puzzles which we need to solve. So firstly, there's a puzzle of just walk in. So I'm walking inside the building from the front door, and as I walk in, the puzzle gets completed and say just walk in again. The second puzzle comes up. So in that case, I need to rotate this building. So we have added these features also so that the player doesn't feel awkward in moving around, and then he can get used to the environment and then he can move around. So in the second one, they just walk in again. And then the third one has show some manners. That's the third puzzle. And we even have a hint panel at the top. It will just come up in a moment. Yeah, that's the hint panel saying that ring the doorbell. So we'll move to the front door. Yeah, we'll rotate it. We'll move to the front door, and then we'll ring the doorbell. We can scale it according to ourselves. We can scale it up and down in whatever size we want it. We can rotate it. And in fact, we can place it to another position also. If say we move to different room while playing it, so we can move it to another room also, just like any normal game we save. Yeah, I'm moving it, and there we'll scale it out just for the ease of the player. So that was our demo. It was supposed to be a complete game when we have different levels. So we have coded everything, just the level needs to be presented on the screen. And next slide.
So these are some game graphics.
Hmm. That's a building you can see and all that. It's built on the tech stack. Next slide, we can move. Yeah, it's built on the tech stack of Unity 3D. It is coded by C# language. The AR SDK used with AR Core. The model was built in Blender, and Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator were used for UI designing.
Next, so we also went ahead and thought of a business model for this app. So pertaining to a use case, we thought that an ad-based model suits our use case, as market is increasingly shifting towards 3D and AR-based applications, such as we can frequently see for Maggie and Amul butter, etc. ads. Choosing for this was, we do need a backend team, a tech stack team, to keep on building levels and add cool features to the app, and adding an advertisement base. So the idea is, when we play a 2D or a 3D game, the ad overlays on the entire screen and the player cannot move forward with the game. So if we have an ad in a 3D environment, it will be a minimal interruption to the player, because he can move himself around in the environment. Also, it would be a 3D demonstration of the product. Therefore, before purchasing, a person can visualize its dimensions and see how it would scale. And this would eventually lead to satisfied customers, increase in sales for the company. Therefore, it complements our idea as a business model, and it would eventually increase the sales. Hence, we challenge you to come to the Count Up Dracula's Aboard.
That's all for our side. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, judges, are there any questions for this team?
Yeah, for only I was concerned about the technical part that if I load this as an app, the usage of memory will be the key concern for me. Main
Memory,
concern for me.
memory regarding like storage space?
Yeah, if I load this,
Hmm.
so what will be the memory space for this?
Ma'am, currently I made this video by building the APK on my mobile, so it's taking 90 MBs for now. So
90?
even 90 MB.
Okay.
So even if we play all the games and even if we load all the scenes, it will at max go to 120 MBs.
Okay.
So that's like acceptable for current users.
Okay.
It is much less as compared to common 3D games as we used to play the entire lockdown, like PUBG,
Okay.
etc.
Exactly, they're of 300 MBs.
Yeah, yeah. That's why only I was asking how much your this game.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, I built this building myself in the Blender. That's why I took care of the textures and the size of the things. That's why I'm reusing stuff here, so that
Okay.
MB space remains down.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay, so are there any other questions, the judges, that you would like to ask? I guess there are no other questions, and hence we can move on to the next team.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So we're waiting for the team Geeky Girls to join. If it's already here, do let me know. Is the team Geeky Girls in the meet? Okay, so I guess we'll just wait for a couple of minutes, and if they fail to join us, we'll ask the other team to join.
Sorry, you can call next one meanwhile.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are trying to contact the next team. I'm really sorry for all the delay, but there seems to be some issue with the teams. So we'll be back within a couple of minutes. Do bear with us.
Okay, no.
There are a couple of participants that are here with us in the meet. So if your team hasn't been called yet, you can just drop a message in the chat box with your team name, and then probably we'll call you for the presentation. S- Uh, Okay, so we have a new participant in the meeting, Soni Anjali. Are you from the Geeky Girls team?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you can begin your presentation.
Is Rashika here? Just waiting for my teammate.
No, Rashika is not here yet. You can ask her to send an invite again.
Someone declined the request.
Oh,
Please
okay.
see.
Okay, so just ask her to send an invite once again, and I'll allow it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
Rashika is here now. Okay, so you guys can start with the presentation, please.
Sure.
Just give me a second. Let me share my screen. Um, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Cool. So hey everyone, we are Team Geeky Girls and the name of our product is Girls Arena. I'm Rashika Karke and my teammates are Sweta Kali, Anjali Soni and Arishma Sarma. So the problem that we are trying to address is being a woman in tech is not something easy to do because of all these stereotypical beliefs that are attached to it, and there's a lot of different organization and companies which has a lot of different events and opportunities that are more centered around women in tech to help them succeed in their technical career journey. But a lot of times women in tech are not aware of those technical aware about those opportunities or aware about those events, and even if they are aware of about those events, they might miss out on deadlines. So this is a problem that we are trying to solve. So Girls Arena is basically a web-based application that helps all the amazing women and girls in tech to find various opportunities in tech. So for now, we have our application collects and filters data that are more centered around women in tech from these three platforms, which is Power to Fly, Hacker Earth, and Your Top Website. So the tech stack that we used was for front end, we used React.js, and we built a custom API using Flask, and then we script the data using Selenium and Beautiful Soup, and filtered data using various different libraries of Python. So talking a bit about our approach on how we went on about solving it. So first we script events and hackathons, talks, and all of those events that are more centered around women from various different websites. And then we built a custom API around it. And from our and we integrated this API with our front end. And in the front end, we added features such as sorting the events based on whether the based on the status of the event, such as whether the event is live or whether it's past or future event. And with that, we also integrated features such as calendar integration, so that they can directly link. They can directly add the events in the calendar so that they would not miss out on the deadlines and bookmark features. So the unique selling point of our website is users do not have to go on and search on various different platforms. So we are trying to centralize all the information that are out there. And with that, we are also providing features such as notification, calendar integration, and bookmark option, which we think is going to be super handy. So I can move on and give a quick demo of our website. So basically, this is our website. So here you can see we have script a lot of different information from those three websites, and these are the upcoming events that are taking place, and these are the future events that are going to be held. And I can also bookmark the event, and I can see the event that I have bookmarked in the bookmark section. And if I want to go and see where I can register for the event, I can just, all these cards are clickable. So I can just click on it and I will be redirected to the page where I can find more information about the event. Likewise, I can also add this event in my calendar. So I can simply click on add to my calendar, and then I will go with Google. So yeah, so I can add the event directly to my calendar as well. So basically, we also here we are yet to integrate the search features, though we have integrated it um, with our API call. However, we didn't get enough time to integrate that with our front end, but it is working. The data part is working in the API section, and yep. So this is our project. Thank you. Anjali, is there anything else you'd like to add that I might have missed on?
Yeah, can you just go to the website once? And there are certain features here.
Sure.
Yes. So we also have the subscribe option. Can you just go to that tab? So currently it's not linked because like we were only scraping like few websites. So like when we have like multiple 10 to 3, like 10 to 20 companies or organizations with us. So basically a user can just subscribe like which events they are interested in, and also they can select the technical interest. So they are just interested into business or data science. So they'll go only the dashboard section, the home section will only display the events related to that the technical field itself. So that we could also integrate it here. And as a like future scope, I'll just try to like whatever our plan was. So like we were also planning to make it as a Chrome extension so that it becomes like really handy, because like it is a difficult, like you just go to the website, you may forget the website link also. So we are planning to like host this as a Chrome extension. Um, and like yeah, this can also happen. So currently we can user can add to their calendar, but one option can also be there, like we can with the user that the bookmark events, the whatever bookmark events are there, so we can send a custom email from our website to that user so that they can just get notified about it. And so I'll just quickly also go through that, the collaboration that we did. So it was like we collaborated using the GitHub, and we have like created issues, assigned tasks to all of us, and then we like also created PRs and reviewed each other PR before merging it to the main. So it helped a lot, like to not like conflict, resolve, avoid the merge conflicts and everything. So yeah, I'm like this is all about. And if you have like any queries regarding the workflow, will be happy to answer them.
Yes. So, judges, are there any questions for this particular project?
No, from my side, no.
Okay, ma'am. And all the other judges, Danny, Dorian, Manya, or Ananya, ma'am.
Nope, no questions.
Okay. So yes, so we can move on to the next team.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. and Anjali. So we're just finalizing the next team. If you guys could please bear with us for a couple more minutes, we'll let you know which team is next. I'm really sorry for all the delay, but please bear with us for a couple more minutes.
Okay, fine.
So is the team number 42 here with us, or are we still waiting for the participants to join? There are a few participants here in the meet. If you guys could confirm if you're from the team number 42 or not. Okay, so I guess we're still waiting for the participants to join.
Is it team number 42?
you are asking for?
Yes, team number 42.
Sorry, it was not announced. Just give us a minute.
Yeah, sure, no issues. You can start your presentation once you're ready. Ananya, if you're ready, you can start the presentation.
I'm really sorry, but as it was not announced, my teammates are not ready.
So, if you
Uh,
can do it alone, that would be
just
great.
give me 2 to 3 more minutes. I'm calling my teammates. We will be ready in 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, okay. But if the presentation is ready with you, maybe only you could give the, presentation of the project.
Okay, okay. Just give me a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is. And I'm really sorry, Danny, but we're just left with a couple more teams. I'm really sorry for extending this event for so long.
So may I start?
Yes, you can.
So the main purpose of our app was that as the crime is increasing day by day in every part of the world, so we need to be sure that where the place we are going to either travel or visit, is it safe for us to go or not. So we have made our app Gogo with the inspiration of Crime Master Gogo. So we have 3 parts which we have taken. The first one which tells whether we have 3 parts which tells whether the place we are going to about the crime rates at there, the rate of molestation, the rate of robbery, the rate of drug usage and different things. We have prepared a complete database and that could be updated as the app is live. And the second, we find the safest route between any 2 points, so the user can give us the 2 points and we will find the safest route, and it would be updated as upon their reviews, like if they can rate a particular location, and if it is safer, and there will be a crime index, and if it is better than that, then the if it is better than index, then it would be recommended for in the future, and if it is not, then it would not be recommended. And the third one, which we have is a chatbot. Like there are many times when we don't know what we have to do, so we have a chatbot. So these are the screens of our app.
So here we get started with the front end of with the front page of the application which we have made, and the login page, the one who haven't registered for the same,
may sign up for the same first and then log in. The user's name, the user's ID, and the password will be saved in our database. And after that, our app shows the three basic features. That is, the first one is Crime Master, which shows the crime rate of any particular location which the user wants. Like, for example, I want to know the crime rate of Delhi. So when I click on Delhi and the particular month, like for example, in 2021, I wanted to know the crime rate happening in the month of January. So it will take me to the crime rate which has happened in that particular month, like the consumption of drugs and the molestation cases, rape cases, and etc. And the other one is the safest route. I mean, like for example, uh, if we want to travel from one place to the another place, so it will first of all it will auto detect our current location, and after that we'll enter the destination. It will let us know the safest route between the two paths, and after the journey is completed, it will ask us for the review, and we'll save that review in our database. And later on, if the user again uses any of the other routes, then we'll show them that this area or this path is this much safe on the basis of the reviews. And the last one will be the chatbot. Come across incidents like molestation and robbery, and we do not know whom to tell these things about. So the chatbot will suggest us that at that time what is the most feasible thing we can do. So, like if I ask them that if I have been experiencing molestation cases, it will tell me that go for the women's helpline number, or take some elder person with you and go to the nearest police station. In that way, it is very helpful, and it can even increase the traveling in India, because crime rate has been increasing in India at an exponential rate. So it is a great initiative by us to decrease crime happening in India.
So I am showing you the live app now.
in this, which is called Bogo. Is any problem?
Uh, Guys, you aren't audible to us. If you're saying something, please check the mics again because we aren't able to hear you.
Oh, so sorry, so sorry.
Yeah, you
So
could just
those were
probably you can yeah, continue with the chat feature that you were showing us because we got a gist of all the other features.
so here it was like we many times don't know what we have to do when we experience something. So we can just ask it what we have experienced, and it would help us in some things like the basic. And we are developing it further with the more number of cases where we could help. So this is from our side. Anything you want to add, Prerna?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes. Yeah.
In this, it auto detects our location, or we can manually add it. Destination, you can add destination and then show route. You will get the safest route. But here we tried to buy an API, but we couldn't. So it is not showing the route. But what we tried to do is we created a variable called crime index, and from the database we are getting information in percentage for the crime rate, and we fix the crime rate as 50%. If the crime rate of the places is greater than 50%, we mark the points on the route that these are unsafe. Else, if the crime rate is less than 50%, then these are safe. Ananya?
Yes, it is all from my side.
Okay, then I guess we are done with the presentations of all the teams. So, Tejas, if you could just switch off the screen, that would be great. And let us know once you do that.